going? Welcome back. So, being that it is Gibson Month at long&mcquade, of course I went and bought myself a brand new Gibson Les Paul Studio. Now, I signed on the dotted line today for the next 3 years of my life. Love it! Anyways, so I want to talk a little bit about it. Now, I've done a review on this, done the unboxing, so hey, we're all golden there. But what I wanted to show you was that now if you spend under $500 as part of their promotion, you get a ball cap. Nothing special, right? Still a cool Gibson ball cap though. But when you spend over 500 bucks like I did, you get some really kick swag. So let's open this thing up. Now, I've not been into Gibson guitars ever before, so it's my first Gibson guitar, and even if there wasn't a promo month on it, I probably would have bought one anyways, but 'cause I'm always in dire straits for a new guitar. You know how it is, it's a disease, right? Addiction, whatever. Anyway, so, but part of this swag gear that you get a long&mcquade pick card. And so you just punch the picks out of there. It just pops right out, you know. So, hey, nice emergency pick stash. Now I got a couple of these kicking around. But anyways, you also get a long&mcquade coupon to go towards a rental. And it is $10 off any new rental. So I'll have to find something that will actually cover this. Because then I can just, here you go, give me my toy. I'm thinking maybe a ukulele. Anyways, we'll find out. You get a really cool Gibson pen. This thing is, I thought this was like a separate pin, you know, when I first saw it in the bag, and it's like, no, that's attached. But yeah, it's a twist system here, I guess, or is it? How does this work? Well, it does unscrew. Oh, there we go. So this way. So you just twist and it goes up and down, so you can put it in your pocket and not paint your pocket with ink. So that's pretty cool. And nice Gibson SG there. Hopefully you can see this in the lighting. There you go. Nice SG. Too bad they didn't do a left-handed version. I'm a lefty. I play left or right. Doesn't matter. Now the coolest part of this whole thing that you get is this really cool hoodie. This is nice. That is really neat. Check that out. So, now this is actually a full jacket. Yes, it is. I thought it was just a regular hoodie. It is actually a full jacket. Let's try this thing on. I believe the sizes that they have are like medium and large. I picked large just because I still wear a large shirt, even though I wear small pants and whatnot, but I didn't want to push my luck, and I wanted something that would fit nice. And there we go. So let's tilt our screen up here. Now that is really cool. I love that. And you got the back print. That's nice. This thing has never seen the workshop. So that is cool. Now I do have a hoodie that's now becoming the workshop hoodie. So that's nice. Comfy, nice material too. Nice quality jacket. Got some nice pockets, you know, so walking along the beach or whatever, or walking around, your hands in your pockets if you want. Anyways, good quality zipper. Good all metal zipper. That's nice. That is pretty cool. That's alright. I like that. And then the inside tag here says Gibson, established 1894. Oh, them dogs have been around for a while, haven't they? So, made in China, Gibson.com. Nice jacket. Really love that jacket. But you're only going to get this pack of goodies if you spend over 500 bucks. Now, if you don't know who long&mcquade is, they are a Canadian company. They sell top brand names, of course, Gibson, Martin, Taylor, Ibanez they've got Godin, And this is just guitars, and there's more brands than that. They've got lower end stuff too for more affordability. You know, like they got the you know, your like beginner grade stuff like Denver's and stuff like that. So they have quite a selection of brand names, and that's just guitars. You know, then they got your PA equipment from Yorkville. They got Yamaha. They've got, just go to their website, man, long&mcquade.com. Actually, it's not quite that easy. It's not long&mcquade.com. There's actually an actual website. It is long-mcquade.com. So you can actually hopefully see that in the backlight there. That is their website address. So if you live in Canada, now is the time to go see Long&mcquade if you're looking for a new Gibson or Epiphone product. It covers both because Epiphone is owned by Gibson. So, you know, and variable price range. I mean, they put out a little pamphlet, but I mean, that's just a little pamphlet. They didn't list everything in there, right? So, but go check them out if you're in Canada, of course. And you know, like I said, this is Gibson Month, and what that means is you get up to 3 years to pay for your new Gibson toys, which is sick. So that's great because that Les Paul that I just got, that was $1,800 in tax. So, and their interest rate is so low, it is ridiculous. I mean, it is ridiculous how low their interest is. But hey, they got to make something, right? And so anyways, very minimal interest. I bought the extended warranty to cover me for the full 3-year term, which I can renew that warranty every year after. It's the long&mcquade warranty that goes above and beyond the manufacturer stuff. So altogether, my payments are like $73 or something like that. It's ridiculous. It's low. So very affordable. You know, like there's no way I would have bought a Gibson otherwise unless I would have spent well under $1,000. You know, so if Gibson Month didn't exist, you know, I would have spent less than $1,000 because I'd only have a year to pay for it, right? So I got to kind of, you know, with the way I work my budgets, it's kind of like, can I do this in a year? I'll buy it. Do I need more time? I guess I'm not going to. You know, so, you know, it's something like this. It's Gibson Month. I get up to 3 years. I'm going to not spend too much money because to me, anything after $2,500, that's just eye candy and bragging rights, to be honest. That's my opinion. We're all entitled. But it's also where my limits are, you know, where I've always been pretty much with that. And that's pre-tax, of course. So $2,500 plus tax is okay. And that was like $1,800. That's not bad. I could have gone a little bit higher, but that finish on that Les Paul is nuts. I love it. You know, it's really, really awesome. So I like it. I love the particular guitar I picked out. There were several guitars that I was looking at, Epiphones and Gibsons. I was even looking at a used Gibson Les Paul that was actually exactly what I wanted, white and gold mix. But it was a used guitar. I didn't want to buy a used one, right? And even though it was a great savings, you know, it's kind of like, I want brand new. If I'm going to buy a Les Paul or any Gibson, I really want to have a brand spanking new one. I want to christen that thing. You know, I want to naturally relic this thing over time, etc., etc., right? So anyways, and I am loving that Les Paul, you know. I've actually had, you know, no real tuning issues with it at all, and that's still running the factory strings. Factory strings are never the best, you know, on any guitar, so I usually swap them out depending, but those are going to stay on for probably about another week, and then I'm going to swap them out for a brand new set of strings, just because these ones, they kind of, I don't know, they're working good, but I want to put a really nice fresh set on them, on the guitar. So I want to, and I'm also going to be trying a different brand too, which I need to experiment with the D'Addario strings, because this comes with Gibson strings, and I'd really like to get more Gibson strings, but even Gibson's out of stock right now, so we can't even get them right now until Gibson gets them back in stock for that guitar, because they are 9-46s, and right now I can only get 9-42s. And you know, there's a whole thing about guitars I'll do in another video, especially when it comes to strings on brand new guitars and why you bought your guitar and so on. But yes, do check them out. Do go down to your local Long&mcquade, even if you got to drive a half an hour or so. Now, my Long&mcquade store for me, it's in North Bay. It's about a 20-minute drive. The way I drive, technically like a human, probably closer to 30 minutes, 25 to 30 minutes. I always, I'm kind of like, I drive about $1.15, $1.20 going down the road. So, I can make it there usually in about 20 minutes. It's not that far for me, so I don't mind the drive. Even if it was an hour away, I would drive, and it wouldn't be a big deal. But and I love Long&mcquade. Their selection is crazy. Also, check out their website, because not everything that they carry is going to be in any one store out of almost like 80 stores that they have, right? So there's a lot of stuff online that you won't find physically in stock. Now, the other thing too, during Gibson Month too, if you do find a guitar, even on their website that you want, and it's not in stock at your local long&mcquade, you can actually have them bring it in to your local store from another store if one of their other stores has it. Okay, so that's not a big deal. Actually, that's what happened with this Les Paul. It was the only one in Canada in this finish, at that price too, and left-handed to boot, right? It was the only one in Canada, and it came out of I believe Toronto. So out of like almost 80 stores, it was like the only one. So I'm like, yeah, I gotta have this thing, But I had the ability that I was able to try out a right-handed version of it and see what it was like on the Katana 100 amp, because my main drive amp is my Katana 100. So they had one in store, and the owner slash manager, he actually played it for me because he's a hell of a guitar player. He played it for me, and then a couple days later I went back into the store, and then I played on it. I do play right-handed, just not as well as I do left. And then that kind of made my final decision, final. It's like, I want this, but of course we want lefty, right? And so he found me one, brought it into the store, and I rented it for the balance of the month. And then today I went and, signed my life away for the next 3 years. And I'm very happy with my purchase. I think it's a great guitar. And as much as you may hear bad things about Gibson, I would probably suggest you might want to think about ignoring a lot of what you hear. There are some truths out there that we can go over in another video, but I would ignore the majority of the stuff that you hear about Gibsons, because I don't think that a lot of that has any real weight and value to the bad mouthing that does go on. And there's so much good about Gibson guitars too. I've followed them over the years myself to a certain point. I just could never really afford a real Gibson, not a decent one anyways. Because you can get like Gibsons for under $1,000 easily, but it's kind of like, yeah, it's not really me, or it's not available. Now, as of 2018, by the way, this year, Gibson has said that all their guitars will be available left-handed and right-handed, and no extra charge. Now, I don't know if Epiphone's going to follow suit with that, even though Epiphone is owned by Gibson. If Epiphone does, there will be some more Epiphones coming up on my wall for sure. Because Epiphones are easily affordable for me, but do check them out. Like I said, if you spend over $500, you get this cool jacket, really cool jacket, $10 off rental, little thing of picks from Long&mcquade. That's their little thing, and of course this really nice kick-ass pen. I like that. That's really cool. I think that's neat. But anyways, that's it. That's all I got for you. Thank you for watching. Do catch you on the next video as well. You will hear this Les Paul being played in a number of videos over the next however many years. And have a good one. Ciao.